Welcome back.
Hello.
We are joined from international waters as well today. Daisy is on holiday. She is indeed. She's bringing the sun to the rainy UK right now. Jay, you've just got back from holiday as well.
I have indeed.
But me and Chloe are still being in the rainy UK. Hopefully, we will bring some joy to a very rainy morning. We're going to be discussing Boris's travel announcement, which will be later on today, as well as potential lockdown 3. I think that's going to cause an absolute nightmare for lots of people. Will it happen or not? I think we've all seen the pictures today of the Met Gala, so we'll be talking about that, as well as Russell Westbrook's fashion statement where he wore a dress. Should men be wearing dresses? Is it really any of our business to be judgmental about how somebody looks and what they wear? We'll be discussing all of it today, so if you've got any comments or anything, then just pop them in the section below and we will get them answered for you with the girls. So, girls, kicking off, and obviously Boris is going to make the announcement about travel, and it seems pretty right that we're talking about this, seeing we're joined by somebody who's currently on holiday at the moment. Travel rules, we have been trying to deal with them for God knows how long. Now, girls, Jay and Daisy, you are both, you've just come back from holiday, you're on holiday at the moment. What's it been like traveling whilst these rules are still in place? Has it been a nightmare? Daisy?
I wouldn't say a nightmare, but I think it just adds so much stress and pressure to going on holiday. Obviously, it's so nice to get away when life is always so busy, but just like before we got here, we didn't speak about like having a nice time or being really excited about the holiday, because it's all like just get the tests done first, get everything done first before you can actually go, oh, let's enjoy. So bit aggy, but worth it.
And does it feel safe?
Yeah, it does. All the staff here are wearing masks. If you go in like up to the bars and stuff, they ask you to wear a mask, but it does. Everyone's keeping their distance. It's just nice to kind of feel a bit normal.
Yeah, of course. And Jay, you've just got back from holiday. Would you say your experience is the same now that you're back and having to take a test on the other side?
Yeah, I think the same as Daisy. Like, it does take away from like the normal stuff you think about prior to flying and whatnot. But it wouldn't put me off. I think it's relatively easy. If anything, I just find it annoying that it's costly, that you have to, like, obviously you have to pay for it, but it's just mad to think that like once upon a time we didn't even have to budget for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And these tests are really expensive, PCR tests and stuff. They are. So if you're going away as a big family, for instance, I mean, that would stop some families from even going on holiday. It's a luxury anyway. As you say, you're already budgeting for the holiday, and then you have to add X £100 onto it for the tests, which is extremely costly, and you have to be in a position to do so. Obviously, we've just gone through a pandemic. People are on furlough. People have lost their jobs. You know, job instability. If they've just gone into a new job, so they don't know if they'll have the cash. It's an absolute nightmare. But obviously, more travel rules are being announced. Do you think they're necessary, or do you think we should just stick to as we are now, or go completely back to normal? Chloe, what do you think?
I think it's all depending on the numbers, really, isn't it? I mean, I don't want to be in another lockdown, but then I want a holiday, so I can't win. But then again, I really don't want another lockdown, so I do think they should keep the travel rules like strict, so we don't all have to stay at home again.
Do you think that perhaps they need to be stricter, Daisy, as you're just there now?
No, I don't think so. I understand, the testing, you're getting on a plane with loads of strangers. I do think, maybe keep the normal tests, but with, like Sophie's saying, I think they should be for free. You can do a test at home on the NHS for free, and then just because you're leaving the country, it all of a sudden needs to be hundreds and hundreds of pounds. I don't quite understand it. I do think it's greedy.
Yeah, me too.
There has been talk in government about perhaps putting a cap on how much a PCR test could be, because obviously these are private companies as well coming through. As you said, you can get NHS ones for free. Now, I'm planning to go away in a couple of weeks, so this is just what I've researched. But it's really difficult dependent on where you go. It's not very clear, the travel advice at all, to be honest. Apart from the Gov website, it really does change in terms of double vaccinations. Some countries are saying that's fine, but some countries are saying you need a PCR test on top of it, but it can't be an NHS one. So it is really, really costly. But do you think if you were in Boris's position right now, would you add any rules on top of what's already happening, or take any away perhaps? What would be your advice to Boris before he makes this announcement today? Has anyone got any thoughts on that?
Maybe just lowering the price for them tests, because it's just a lot of money. Like, if for families are saving for a holiday, like, it's just not fair to pay that much money and also pay for the holiday as well.
Yeah. It's extremely expensive. Now, Jay, I hope you don't mind me asking, how much did the test kind of cost you in general from before going away to after getting back? How much did the test added up to?
Let me double check. It was a while ago that I got it now. I think, hang on, I'm just having a little look on.
We love it. We've got live research on page 3.
Getting the facts.
So I got this before they put a cap on it, right? You know, they put a cap on the prices, but they're still high. So you can actually, apparently you can get them for £60 now. Mine was over £100, I know.
Oh my.
Over £100.
Yeah, mine was definitely over £100.
Oh my
It
god.
depends where you're going, as in like how many tests you need and whatnot. Like if you're not double jabbed, you need like an extra 4 tests, which
Oh
means
god.
it's ridiculous.
Madness. So Ed, who's behind the scenes, who makes all this magic happen, is saying that his tests in total for Italy were £300.
Oh.
And then flights were £60 return, which is madness. The tests are more expensive than getting on an actual aeroplane to the next country. That, in my head, is just bonkers. I don't understand how that could be happening.
It's crazy.
It's nuts. It's nuts. So I think a whole general consensus is, I think we do need to be safe still. We do need some of these in place, unfortunately. And we are going back into winter now. And as COVID does in winter, it obviously doesn't have the sunlight, etc. So, yeah, difficult. But... travel, Boris Johnson announcement, hate to say it, girls, but obviously that has brought up the topic of a potential lockdown 3.
No.
Describe how you feel about lockdown 3 in one word, and you can't swear, and we're going to start with Jay.
Okay, that's what I'm going to say.
You know what? I know it's really bad, but I feel like after all the rules got lifted, I was so busy with all my plans. I wouldn't mind another lockdown, so I need to like crack on with housework and stuff.
Honestly, that's how
I don't know.
Chloe, what do you think?
Depressed.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it's true.
It's all right if you're like with someone, but if you're single, it's oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm going to use the word barbaric because then I'd have to cook every day instead of going out for dinner.
Oh, get those takeaways in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's true, you know, the lockdown has had like a massive effect on people's mental health. And that is a massive thing which I don't think has been spoken about enough throughout lockdown. And obviously we've had to protect the vulnerable, we've had to protect the elderly, but now that the vaccinations are in place, what more possibly can we do to justify another full lockdown? I'm not sure there is anything to justify it, if I'm honest. What do you have a counter argument to that?
No, when will it end?
Yeah, I know.
That's the thing. We started with a 2-week, I think it was a fire break lockdown initially. And look where we are.
No.
It's nuts. So yeah, it's difficult, but obviously that's caused a lot of reaction online about potential lockdown 3. I remember when we were having those daily briefings where everyone would like go on at 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock to listen to Boris.
Yeah.
I really, really hope it's not like that again.
I
It makes people
know.
so lonely. I mean, people can't go see people in like elderly relatives in care homes, etc. It's awful. But if you guys have got any comments about the potential lockdown 3, then do let us know. But we're going to move on from that depressing conversation about a lockdown 3 into the Met Gala, bringing a bit of sparkle and positivity to our lives. So across the pond, as such, we saw all the major Hollywood stars hit the red carpet last night. We've got Lil Nas there. Doesn't he look fantastic, I have to say?
Yeah.
That is definitely a look. It is a look. Now, that was his first of 3 outfits. Girls, would you wear something like that to the red carpet?
Yes, hell yeah.
No, I wouldn't wear something like that. It reminds me a bit of like a more fashionable Iron Man.
Yes.
I think he looks really cool. Like, I love it.
He's definitely made a statement. If he wanted to look out there, then he definitely did. Jay, you don't look very impressed at all by that outfit.
I am. I really like him. I really like him. I think he looks good.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was him, I would, but not if I was me. But yeah, he looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, for him, fantastic. For us, maybe not so sure. So that was one of his 3 outfits, because of course that's what you do in Hollywood.
No, I can't. This one.
This is underneath the full balaclava. Is Kim Kardashian. I honestly, I saw this and I was like, is she still with Kanye at this point? Because Kanye always does a statement. I'm in shock. But girls, what do you think about this? Do you think this is just stupid, or do you think it's fair enough?
Is it even her under there? Like, it could be like someone else.
Look at that silhouette.
She's busy today, so she's asked someone to go dressed as her.
Yeah.
It makes me really claustrophobic looking at that as well.
Oh, it's just terrible.
Imagine that. Imagine being like, oh, I know what I'm going to wear to the Met Gala this year. A full balaclava.
I mean, you can't see her beauty. You can't see lovely makeup. Like, it's just awful. Like,
I mean, I have to say though, her body's still looking fine. Fire. She still looks good, and that, you know, that classic sleek pony coming down. It's a look, and she has created headlines, and there's nothing like a good Kardashian PR machine behind making a good headline on that one. So fair play to her. I'm sure she took some advice of Kanye on that one. Now this is J-Lo, Jenny from the block. What do we think, girls? What do we think?
She always looks fabulous, doesn't she?
Yeah, I think she looks good.
I think she looks really good, but I think, like, obviously her figure looks amazing, but I think she could have worn another colour. I don't know. I just think it's a bit dull, but I don't know. She looks amazing still.
Yeah. Also, the hat. Let's think about the hat. Now, I love a hat personally, but is the hat the right place for a red carpet?
Yeah, it's a bit random, isn't it? Is that a bit cowboy thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a bit confused here.
Indiana Jones vibes.
Yeah, so we've got everything from sort of like, Indiana Jones, Game of Thrones at the bottom with the big sort of like the skirt coming right through. And then we're moving on up, and then we're going sort of like, I'm not sure, Great Gatsby sort of like fur vibes. And then we've got some sort of like Iron Man necklace. And then we go all the way through to Indiana Jones at the top with some silver stilettos.
Yeah, so
of course, obviously.
Yeah.
everyone needs Indiana Jones and a silver stiletto. To be fair to her, you know what? She looks brilliant. Good for her. And probably Ben Affleck has given the big tick of approval. So you know what? You do you, Jenny from the block. Right. Now, we've obviously got the star of the moment, Emma, tennis star, just won US Open. Yeah, she looks amazing. 18, right on the far hand side, next to new Bezie pal, of course, Kristen Stewart. I mean, of course. Stars rubbing shoulders. Now, I love this. I watched the US Open this week, the final. She actually made me cry. She is such an inspiration. And the fact she's going to the Met Gala, rubbing stars, rubbing shoulders with Hollywood stars, and she just looks phenomenal. I mean, she is going to be, worth billions probably. But she's, it's so nice. She's the first woman as well who came in as a seed and then made all the way through. And she's 18 and she's British.
Wow.
And she's Gala. So fair play to her. I think she's iconic. What do we think about the outfit, girls? I mean, I have to say she looks brilliant. But what do you think?
I love it. I think she looks amazing. She's British. She's just like the best one. She's amazing.
Yeah. I think she's far more interesting than the rest of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice because it's age appropriate as well.
Yeah.
It's just she can look back on that and be like, that's good. She's not,
Yeah.
She's not trying to sex it up as they're not trying to make her into this, big sort of like sexy Hollywoodish star. She just looks great, I think, as you said, age appropriate. Sophie said Emma for sports personality of the year. I think so. I'm going to vote yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I don't know much about her, but yeah.
Yeah, why not? She's literally come from literally like just in grass courts around wherever, doing small competitions, and then no one expected her to win. I think she was like 300 and something in the world, and now look at her. She's just won them.
Now she's at the Met Gala.
Yeah.
Literally. Sorry, I think she's just iconic. Yeah. But then obviously from Emma, and then we've got Lil Nas again.
Keeping the gold theme.
Keeping the gold theme, rocking it, loving it. I actually quite like the leotard thing. I would personally wear that maybe to like a fancy dress or something. Not for my go-to Sainsbury's look. But girls, what do you think? Would you be with me? Would you wear that as a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Certainly different.
Yeah,
It's definitely different. And he is feeling himself in that picture, can I just say? The it's the back shoulder for me. It's the
very confident.
The confidence, loving it. And the accessories. Everyone forgets about the accessories, but that little gold chain. Love it. And then from Lil Nas again, then we go through to one of my favourite looks.
Oh,
gorgeous.
This is my favourite.
Jenna. Wow, does she look sensational?
Oh,
I would go to Sainsbury's in that one.
Yeah, I'd go to Sainsbury's in that one. Yeah.
The diamonds, it's just beautiful. It's so about me.
Well, she literally looks off the front cover of the magazine, and that's why she's a supermodel, I guess. But I mean, she is just sensational. She just looks every inch classy, beautiful. Oh, she just looks amazing. I don't actually have a critique on that outfit. Has anyone got a critique on it? No. Also, I do feel like as women as well, we always try and look for a critique on somebody's outfit. But you know what? If they're feeling themselves and they look confident and they feel, they feel like that's the thing that they should have worn, which is why they're wearing it, then fair play to her. I mean, she looks brilliant. There is a video trending online, which I'm sure you'll be able to find if you're watching, of Kris Jenner at the top of the stairs videoing Kendall coming up. And it was so cute because you obviously see the Kardashians when they're very glammed up and in front of a TV camera, everything's very posed and stuff. But this was just a really cute mother and daughter moment. It was very, very sweet. But yeah, very, very nice. The whole Kardashian clan, well, some of them were there yesterday. I didn't see Khloe there or Kendall, actually. No, not Kendall. Kylie. God, so many of them. And then obviously we've got Madonna's daughter here, Lord. She's giving me Jasmine vibes.
Yeah.
What do you, Jay? You're like, yeah. What do you think?
She reminds me of someone. I think it's like Cher kind of vibes, Cher. Yeah, she looks nice. Fair play.
I'm loving as well, like the it's sort of like belly dancer vibes as well in the middle.
Yeah,
she
it
was.
is.
Yeah, no, she looks great, and I can see the
Yeah.
share comparison with the hair and everything as well.
Yeah.
She looks great. She's not with her mum though, but her mum did create a bit of a scene on stage, and again, classic. Piers Morgan gave his.
Oh yeah, I see that.
But you know, Madonna's Madonna.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, no matter what she wears, she always makes a statement, and she's so successful in her own right. She can wear whatever she likes, quite frankly. Moving on, Zoe. She looks amazing.
Oh, she looks pretty. Yeah.
She's rumored to be dating Channing Tatum at the moment. They've been
Wow.
pictured multiple times. Yeah, she looks sensational. I think the theme, obviously, or the fashion designers are going for at the moment. Not that I'm a fashion expert or anything, but it seems to be the sheer look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, she not leaving a lot to the imagination, but she looks brilliant. She looks brilliant. And if I had a body like that, I'd wear the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks great. And her skin is glowing.
Yeah, she's glowing.
She needs to be signed up to a skincare brand ASAP. And then finally, we are on to Russell Westbrook. Now, Russell Westbrook is an NBA star who this week got pictured wearing a dress, but here he is in a suit.
Oh, I like the suit. I like it a lot.
You can't beat a man in a suit, can you?
No.
I want to see him in a dress.
We'll see him in a dress now.
Oh, no.
They're very different.
I have to say, you know, because we're not used to seeing men in dresses, obviously this is out of the norm, but he looks really good.
Yeah.
I think he looks good.
He suits it. He does suit it. Yeah.
It's fit.
Well,
Sorry. Each to their own, isn't it? He looks fantastic. If that's how he wants to dress and he pulls it off and looks like that, then so he should.
Yeah.
And it's obviously it's bringing in the debate of, you know, an alpha male and everything like that. You don't necessarily have to be this type of person to be a man or to be, you know, classed as a man. It's definitely bringing in the topic of gender discussion, etc., and how to be, you know, placed in one box. It's always good to sort of like push your boundaries. And also, he is in a position where he gets pictured and stuff, and he has probably helped so many people just being pictured like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think, girls, in terms of men wearing dresses in general? Would it put you off?
I'd rather a suit, but it wouldn't put me, I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't think it's for me, but each to their own. I mean, go for it if you feel like wearing a dress.
Yeah. And Daisy, what do you think?
As in, like, would I like it if my boyfriend wore a dress? Or...
Yeah. Well, I mean, would that kind of...
No, it would put me off. I'm going to say no, just because I do personally fancy a man in a suit, a nice shirt, and what if you like start fighting over clothes, like whose dress is better? That wouldn't work for me. It wouldn't work for me.
You help each other out. You're like, oh, fine, you can wear this dress today then.
I'll borrow it next week. But no, it's not for me personally. But I can appreciate men that do want to wear that.
Yeah, Jay.
I think if it looked like him in that, then yeah, no worries. That's all. There's some guys that I reckon could pull it off and some couldn't. But then they might say the same about me in like a pair of like dungarees or a suit. So if it suited him and he looked like that, no worries. I think he looks better there than the suit picture, in my opinion. I like it.
He's the only one that's allowed to wear dresses.
Just said, what about a kilt? Now, I'm just going to put it out there. I love a kilt. I love a kilt. I actually went on a date with a Scottish man like a month ago or something. He wasn't wearing a kilt, but I did think about a kilt. Yeah. And I was like, I'd quite like to go to like, I don't know, like a wedding or something, and they're all wearing kilts. I just think it's fun. I love it.
I'm sure it's more comfortable for a man, actually, isn't it? Rather than have everything all like tight and zipped up. Must be nice.
I didn't even think about that bit of kilt. I didn't even think that's true.
It is true. Yeah.
No, that's very true. I'm sure it's very comfortable. But has anyone got any objections to a kilt?
No.
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 No? Chloe, you don't seem very convinced. If someone turned up to the pub, you're going on a date with him, and he turned up in a kilt.
I don't think I'd be that happy. I feel like I'd feel a bit cringed out, really.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Oh, why? Because
There's a time and a place for a kilt, isn't there?
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
not.
to the pub it would be a bit much.
Yeah.
It'd be like taking J-Lo's outfit to the pub. I'm sure
Mhm.
that's not really a very good. Well, it's not really in time with the pub, is it?
No.
No, there is a time and place. And also, like, if you're just going, I don't know, to like down the road to an Essex pub, and you're not in the middle of Edinburgh.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, no.
That's a no from Chloe. That's a no from Chloe.
No, yeah.
Concluded, I think it depends on the man who wears the dress. If he turned up, you'd be here for it. Daisy is a firm no, so you can tell your boyfriend. Don't wear one.
Stay out my wardrobe, stick to yours. We'll be fine.
And Chloe, you can put on your Tinder bio that you don't want guys turning up in kilts, please.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Good. Well, I think that's all we've got time for this week, girls. But thank you so much for popping in, especially on your holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. It kept me out of water sports for as long as I could hold off for, so it's fine.
We can't wait to see the injuries next week when you come back. All right then, girls. Right, we're off.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.